bring you back live to the Convention Center in Atlantic City, New Jersey, as HBO Sports presents the main event. Former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson takes on top contender Alex Stewart. The fight is scheduled for 10 rounds. So now, with aspirations of fighting the winner of Holyfield and Foreman, Mike Tyson again takes center stage in this ancient facility. The night before a sellout crowd, Tyson faces a potentially tough test on his comeback trail. There may be no title on the line, but Mike Tyson provides an electric jolt to a fight crowd, a unique one. There's nothing quite like the feeling at ringside as you await the opening bell of a Mike Tyson heavyweight fight. And as I mentioned to you earlier in the broadcast, we at HBO Sports have covered Mike Tyson for the past 4 years, bringing you every one of his fights since before he won the heavyweight championship. We believe we have profiled him and reported on him in virtually every way, shape, and form possible through a relationship which has not always been completely friendly. In fact, we're in the middle of a period right now in which things are not all peaches and cream between our longtime colleague Mike Tyson and those of us at HBO. So with an eye toward that, we decided to look for fresh eyes and ears, an independent perspective on Tyson as we get ready for this look at him. And we have acquired the services of America's most provocative filmmaker, award-winning Spike Lee, who came to Atlantic City and went to Brooklyn also with a 35mm film camera to produce a profile of Mike Tyson for us. Spike, thanks very much for doing this. Welcome to our broadcast. What was your perspective and your intention as you began this project for us?
Well, what we wanted to do is just record what Mike and Don had to say. I felt that they would be very comfortable with us, knowing me, that they would let their defenses down, because a lot of times we have to be careful what the media's, or how the media's can portray them, and we just want to document that. And we just rolled the camera. That's what we did. We shot in 35mm black and white, and we approached it as if we were making a film.
You have said publicly that you regard yourself as a friend and a fan of Mike Tyson's.
Right.
Is this journalism or advocacy?
It's both. I'm not going to lie. I think that Mike and Don have got pummeled in the press a lot, and if I could help them, you know, to not really change their image, I think that there are a lot of people look at this piece and still not like them, but I think that they have to make up their own minds.
We're going to talk to Spike again after you have seen what you're about to see. But we want to make this clear that this was Spike's baby. We interfered in no way, shape, or form after we gave Spike the chance to bring a 35mm camera here and to Brooklyn for this profile of Mike Tyson.
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of anything. There's nothing that I'm afraid of, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm the individual that I am. You know what I mean? I walk it like I talk it. From where I came from, I'm not supposed to even have made it. I'm not supposed to even be living.
My name is Victor Nelson.
So what's up?
Ain't nothing. Well, I live right here in 178, and I knew Mike for about 12 years, and grew up together.
What neighborhood is this?
This is Brownsville, Amboy. Yeah, he had to knock that punch ever since he was young.
You ever seen him knock somebody out on the street?
Yeah, I used to have him knock people out for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. But now he's getting paid to knock people out. That's good for him. I like that.
Hey, my brother. Let's do the right thing. That's all he asks.
How's Mike look?
Mike looks excellent. He's in good shape, good frame of mind. If you don't stand for something, you don't live for nothing.
So he's ready, right?
He's been ready. Ready sharp. He knocked out 3 sparring partners all in one day.
Couldn't hurt now.
Oh man, they changed him like, going in and out like a slot machine. What Joe Lewis said, you can run, but you can't hide. So all we gotta do is bring the prophecy to those words to reality.
Ali got me into boxing. I was in Spofford, that's a juvenile place in the Bronx. When Ali came there, and when I saw him, I said, I want to be champion of the world. I want to be just like him. Everyone can't be Michael Jordan, a world heavyweight champion, all that, or else, a brain surgeon, which probably I could be, though. But,
You could be a brain surgeon?
I could, Spike, man.
Every ethnic group takes pride in their heroes. We have no heroes. Our heroes die. White heroes never die. They live infinitely. The John Waynes and the different things, but Marvin Gaye, one of the superheroes of our time, you don't hear about him, but Elvis Presley has earned more money in death than most niggas can earn in life. Mike Tyson is our hero. He's our knight in shining armor. When he strikes a blow, he strikes a blow for all those who are discriminated against, all those who are segregated against, all those who are the downtrodden, the underprivileged, and denied. He fights like a gladiator, like our white brothers can appreciate. This guy comes to fight. He comes naked with his shoes on. He's a gladiator. He signifies what he's about.
I don't blame Holyfield and Buster Douglas for hating him because I was taught to hate Don King when I was in the business. Everything's totally against us. We're two black guys from the ghetto and we're hustling and they don't like what we're saying, you know what I mean? We're not like prejudiced, anti-white, we're just pro-black.
I love white people. I love them like they love me. Here you have a young man named Mike Tyson who has been a very credible champion, a credible challenger, and now is waiting his turn again. What they're trying to do is to get a groundswell of public opinion to avert and circumvent ever fighting Mike Tyson. They want him, number one, to either defect from me, because he's being represented by a black man, or number two, they want him to get frustrated and exasperated so that he will self-destruct. They always change the rules when black folks come into success. Black success is unacceptable. They say, oh, things are getting so much better for you. In 1849, it was hitting blacks on the head 100 times a day. In 1990, they hit them 48 times a day. Isn't it better? Oh, it's got to be better. You've saved 52 blows. You got to understand that white America has an uncanny way of making the victim the victimizer. Excuse me, master, for putting my head in the way of your club. Not that your club is brutalizing my head and putting hickeys on it. My head got in the way of your free swing and broke your shiny stick, and I want to apologize for that.
Cut this a minute. The way people portray me in the press, those guys, if they had the nerve, they'd be just like me. They're superstars, and regardless of their fields, they want to be able to say, you know what I mean, the white man's kicking my ass, you know what I mean? But they don't got the guts, you know what I mean? The reason they don't got the guts because their minds have been suppressed. You know what I mean? Like most fighters in general, when you think about the issue, they're whores to the system. They don't know. They have no concept of what's going on in the business. The only thing they know is put on gloves. Most fighters going to wind up broke, and that's something that's going to continue to happen as long as the game is here, because boxing is the only sport that's unorganized. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a college professor, you know what I mean? Guys, lawyers, you know what I mean, get out of their field, they retire from their field, the law field, and come into boxing because they feel that's the easy way they can make $1 because they could pimp the fighters.
You gotta speak up, Mike, so we hear you.
Talking. We're gonna play this game called basketball today, okay?
Right.
Most of you know how to play this better than me, so we're gonna try to do something. What you want me to dunk on your money? Come on, man. You can't dunk no boy. I know you a boxer. Do what you can do. Do it. Do. If I gotta play, you want me to do? What you want me to do? What you want me to do?
If you make this shot, you can have Michael Jordan.
All right. I gotta take off my coat.
Trying to get some birds to come over here. They must not be hungry anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Feed the birds. This is fantastic. Another war, man, inside and outside the ring, but we shall continue to prevail. Working together works. Well, you and I together, undeniably, is a combination that's unbeatable. I love it when Jews love the Jews. I think that's noble. Italians love Italians. When Irish love Irish. But when a nigga loves a nigga, it's an unpardonable sin. We can't be white. You're a nigga till you die. If you're a poor nigga, you're a poor nigga. If you're a rich nigga, you're a rich nigga. But you never stop being a nigga. And if you get to be educated, you're just an educated nigga. You understand? Depravity, poverty, ignorance, lecherousness, lewdness, evil. Everything that was negative and unholy was attributed to the black people. And everything that was holy and glorified was attributed to the white people. The money, the wealth, the power. And with the blacks is the powerlessness that we have to be able to deal with against the power. You got to understand that negative associations coupled with blackness is what make these things happen. It's been a condition of racism since this country was founded 400 years ago. Because working together worked.
Go ahead. And I refuse, you know what I mean, to be like the rest of the brothers, you know what I mean? They evaluate their success by how far they can get away from the other niggas. They say, well, ooh, I live in Beverly Hills, there's a number of white people around my neighborhood, so I know I'm successful. You know what I mean? That's cool, you know what I mean? If you want an ego, you want that on your address, you know, this is where I live, and you tell them go back. But go back to the neighborhood and tell the brothers, this is where I live at, man, come see me. You know what I mean? Don't just say, well, this is where I want to be and this is where I'm staying, I want to stay away, I want to meet the friends around the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because that's not reality. That's not reality at all. And reality, you know, means a lot to me because I live it. I know who I am and I know what I represent. And I'm happy with myself, you know what I mean? I'm happy with who I am.
A provocative climax to a provocative look at Mike Tyson. HBO Sports prepares for the main event. Coming up, Mike Tyson's second assignment in the post-Tokyo era of his career against Alex Stewart, a man whose only professional loss was to the man who now holds the heavyweight championship, Evander Holyfield. And we bring you back live once again to ringside. I'm still joined by Spike Lee. And Spike, it was a fascinating piece. Now let me play devil's advocate with you on behalf of any of our viewers who might be a little bit confused. Mike Tyson and Don King have achieved identity, money, fame, power, status, most of the things that we think of ourselves as striving for in this commercial society. Why are they so angry?
Well, they think that they're getting the raw deal, that they haven't been betrayed correctly or truthfully in the press. And I have to agree with them. I think that any time, when you're African American in this country and you achieve any level of success, people just come after you. I mean, they're beating on me now. I mean, they're killing David Dinkins in New York since he's become mayor. It just happens. I mean, we realize why it happens. So for me, it just rolls off my back. But I think that they've gotten a bum deal, Mike and Don.
Don King says that there are no black heroes in this nation. At the risk of sounding a little bit tokenist, aren't people like Michael Jordan and Bill Cosby and to a large extent Spike Lee treated as heroes by this society?
Well, I don't know if we'd be treated as heroes. I think that was a little exaggeration on his part. But when you go into the history books, I mean, we can't even get Martin Luther King's birthday, in Arizona. So, I mean, that's a disgrace. So that's what he's talking about. I'm glad the commissioner of the NFL took the Super Bowl out of Phoenix.
What does Mike Tyson mean, above and beyond any other American boxer, to kids in the ghettos, in the inner city?
Well, I think that for any ethnic group, any time that when you're on the bottom rung of the ladder and one of your own is able to squeeze out that little hole, it gives you hope. And I think that that's what Mike Tyson has done with this. But I think the problem is that people get lulled into sleep. They think that because African Americans have Bill Cosby, Oprah Winfrey, Eddie Murphy, we go on, that means everything's okay. Because we have Prince and Michael Jackson, that everything's all right for black America. But those are a couple of people. There's 30 million African Americans in the country. Most of us are catching hell. So we can't look at the 1 and 2 success stories. People have been able to sneak through the cracks.
Many thanks and welcome to HBO.
Thank you, Jim.
Larry Merchant, what do you think of that?
Boxing has seen snake oil salesmen of every size and shape and stripe and color, all with one consuming passion in life: to capture and then to keep money-making fighters. What Spike Lee showed us in part is that Don King does it by wrapping himself in the emotional flags of race and racial injustice. He has been pummeled, it should be pointed out, by black fighters like Larry Holmes and Buster Douglas and Tim Witherspoon, whom he promoted. Spike Lee also separated for us the Mike Tyson of past and the Mike Tyson of the present as a public figure. Mike Tyson used to be this troubled youngster who was saved from the streets and then nurtured and developed into a champion. Now Mike Tyson wants to tell us that kid can get out of the ghetto, but you can't get the ghetto out of the kid. And that's how he's going to recapture the heavyweight championship. And he just might do it. Finally, Spike Lee showed us that Mike Tyson throws as many bricks on the basketball court as he does in the ring. Here's a look at the man he's going to be throwing those bricks at tonight, Alex Stewart.